So my impression about American teenagers is that they're liberated, much more liberated, and most men, if not all, mind their own businesses. Also, I think they're most men, if not all, lives independently. As far as I know, like when they reach the age of 18, they are asked to move out of their parents' house. So, yeah, those are my impressions of American teenagers.
My impression of American teenagers, when I think of them, is obviously I think about the students there. So because that's where you see the most teenagers there. So, well, my friends from Canada, but I would say that the Canadians and Americans aren't really that different from each other. So I noticed American teenagers are like their lifestyle is kind of like not too different from adults, other than literally having work. But most of them do work there. So I would say my impression of them is personality-wise, they're so diverse. Like other than talking about race and ethnicity, their personalities are diverse and their belief system is diverse. And I would say that they're a lot more progressive compared to our country, which is a good thing for me because it's good to actually challenge the belief system, and they don't have to like stay in one. Especially the teenagers that they are very open-minded and, like I said, progressive. So they know how to actually like challenge these systems. They don't have to stay the same. And lifestyle wise, they're actually like surprisingly I wouldn't say like too adult, but it's not too different from adults. Like you'd be surprised that people. I mean, it's normal, I guess, for teenagers to like drink, smoke weed and stuff, and partying, and even the hookup cultures are actually quite common there. I wouldn't say it's bad because it depends on how you like do it. If you control it. So yeah, I would say they're pretty progressive and very expressive and diverse there.
My impression of American teenagers is, for the most part, they are mature, more mature compared to Filipino teenagers, especially when it comes to finances and taking up responsibilities like having to move out of their households. I think they're more open to that compared here sa Philippines na do ka budlay lang idea to be separated from your parents. In addition, I have had impressions that most American teenagers don't really have the value that I think most Asian teenagers would have when it comes to respecting those who are older to us, or like teachers. I found out about that because of mga co-teachers ni Mama that went sa US. They would tell me that students there have a completely different respect towards their teachers compared to students here in the Philippines. I think they're more disrespectful.
My impression of American teenagers that compared sa Samon, sa Philippines in general, is that, well, more responsible sila by 18, they're already out and trying to get a job. Meanwhile, there is Pilipinas, even if you want to get out of your family to have your own responsibilities or like your own life. I don't have like enough friends outside of the Philippines that live in America I can have as proof for how I perceive American teenagers. But most of the time, from what I've seen on TikTok or other social media platforms, is that kalabanan sila are kind of out of touch, or are so like they might think that, oh, it's just a joke. It's really like either racist, classist, or like homophobic. So not all, but that's the majority of the, not majority, but like kind of how some of the people I've seen on the internet do.
This is my impression of American teenagers. Firstly, ang impression ko sila is they're very independent. Kay bisan minors pa lang sila, they already have jobs palahaw. Dayon kung mag after 18 na sila, gabukod sila dayon sa ilang family. Okay.
My impression towards American teenagers is that with the rise of technology, especially social media, for example TikTok, that they're fully immersed in content creating. I think they have more freedom, they are very liberated. And based on what I've seen sa internet, medyo may pagka-spoiled. That's what I think.
So, what is your impression of American teenagers? Honestly, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes they're like very conservative, like they stick to their own community sometimes, and there are some that are thrill seekers or people who would like to liberate themselves or have this liberal mindset.
So, for me, I can tell that there is a big difference between American teenagers and Asian teenagers. And what difference niya ang ako nakita? It's their personality. In their personality, they don't have that much respect. Or maybe they do have respect, but not in a way that Filipinos do. Because, for example, they just call someone older than them by their first name, in which sa aton may ara ita, manang, something like that. So it's like I mean I get it because may ara tayo different cultures. And also sa ila lifestyle habits, I find it very sa American teenagers because actually I have cousins which live in America, and I've asked one of my cousin nga kung anong mga classmate niya to sa iya nga sa America. Said wala sila kapanibin, and they bring their shoes like magigda sila beda ra lang ila shoes, something like that. Ang ila hygiene it's not giving kasi it's given nga it's bugnaw sa America, so amo na siguro wala sila kapaligo every day.
I think American teens are confident and open. I think na mga American teens compared sa mga Filipino teens are more open when it comes to relationship. Mga like they are more wild compared sa amon na Filipino teens na mas demure I guess and mas more conservative compared sa ilang culture.
They are liberated. Pagdating sa 16 years old, kapalayo na sila sa ilang mother, father, believing that they are already independent and can handle themselves. And sometimes, siguro various teenage pregnancy which are very normalized sa ilang society.